And it's the 21st day of November 2013. It feels good doing this evening right here on Joy 99.7 FM. And I've watched it on television. Seen MC shows. This evening we're getting up close and personal right here on Joy 99.7 FM. It is said that don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. So from the little beginnings as a panelist on the Young Generation program on Joy FM to a floor manager, and through hard work and determination, now the host of Standpoint. If you ask me to make a list of the most successful women in Ghana, certainly her name will be on that list. This evening we're celebrating one of our own, Gifty auntie, a force to reckon with in the broadcasting industry. She's our guest on Personality Profile, and we salute her. Good evening, Gifty, and you're most welcome. How are you doing?
Good evening, and first of all, it's an honor to be on your program.
Oh, we're humbled, I should say, to be hosting such a personality on our show. I mean, you've been doing, marvelously well, and we say ayiko to you. We've been admired from afar, and we say keep on keeping on, Gifty.
Oh, glory be to God.
Oh, isn't that touching? So tell us, what drives you? What makes you want to wake up? Because I started watching you, and is it Kate Adu and all of that? Yes, on the breakfast show on GTV. Yes, I was quite young, but of course, was admiring two of you anchoring, and then you moved to news anchoring, and here you are with your own show. I watched you on Vox, Africa.
Vox Africa.
Yes, and that interview was revealing. And I'm like, wow, there's somebody who's taking Ghana places, and you've come a long way. Many will look at you today and say, well, maybe she knew some people, she knew this person, and then she's gotten there. Yeah. But it's been hard work, determination.
I tell you, it's been hard work, and most importantly, it's been God. It's been God. Yeah. Because I say that there've been people who've worked maybe much harder than I have, but they're not where I am now. But it's just been by the grace of God. There's been times I'm like, okay, this is it, I'm finished. But somehow God always comes through for me.
Wow. We're going to hear the Gifty auntie story right here on Joy 99.7 FM. And once again, we'll say congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I know a lot to come, but practicing journalism for 16 years.
Yeah.
It's not been easy. Tell us about growing up. Where were you born? Your education. Yes, in terms of primary education, Gifty.
We were born and bred in Tema. I still live in Tema.
You're a Tema girl all through and through.
Tema girl through and through.
Which community?
I was born in Community 2. Then we moved to Community 8. I lived in Community 8 till 2006. Then I moved to Community 20, and then now I'm at Gulf City.
You can't leave. What will let you leave Tema?
I don't know. Maybe if you buy me a house at Trasako, I'll leave.
Oh, really? But you love your Tema.
I love my Tema. I love my Tema.
Tell me about you had your primary education right there in Tema.
Which school? Crash. I went to Community 8, number 1 primary school. Yes, it was Saito.
Saito?
Yes.
So you had a middle school
attached? I had a middle school, but somehow I sat for Common Entrance
in
Form 2.
Oh.
Yeah, Form 2. I didn't go to Form 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so no hall for you.
No.
Middle school living certificate.
Certificate, yes.
Interesting. How's life like in Tema Community 8, number 1 primary and middle school?
It was crazy. I mean, it used to be a very small community, so you knew your teachers. I remember one of my teachers used to live next to us, Mrs. Skinner. So and then about 100 meters down our lane, there was our headmistress, Mrs. Otu. So everybody knew you, and you had to be careful. But I have always been somebody who is in there. My friend Keita Do used to say that I'm like salt. Everything I'm in there.
Wow.
I wasn't the best basketball player, but you can't play without me in there.
Without Gifty auntie in there.
I had to be in there.
Okay.
And all the games, I used to be part of the cultural troupe. I was almost everywhere.
A woman for all seasons. You were in there.
I tell you. But then
but not the best in the field, but then you were in there.
Oh, you can't do it without me.
Wow.
You know, Gifty has to be in there somehow. But then academics, I never played with it because my dad was a disciplinarian, and it has to be first three or nothing.
First three?
First three.
You're a good student.
Well, I tried because I knew where I was coming from, and I knew how much my father was putting in to make sure that.
So mom and dad were around to just push you through, right?
Well, yes, mom and dad were around, but I lived with my dad. My mom and my dad broke up when I was very, very little. Oh. You know, so it was dad throughout until, you know.
How did you take, I mean, mom not being around, daddy's girl, and growing up?
You know, it was when I grew up that I actually felt the emptiness because my father covered everything.
How many kids?
There are 8 of us, 4 girls, 4 boys, and I'm the
huge
youngest.
family. Oh, the last.
Yes. The last. So my dad never made me feel that emptiness, you know, and he was always there. He was always there. He made you understand why you can't have this, why we have this situation. Never
a time that you missed mom that you asked questions as a kid? No?
I think I don't really remember, but I think there was a point in time when my dad was very sick, and I was scared. You know, I was scared, so I started asking questions. You know, where mom was and all that. I knew her, but I didn't know she was my mom.
Oh.
You know, because everybody used to call her aunt. You know, and we called her aunt till
So she came around and all of that, but then you didn't know that.
She didn't used to come around, but she used to hang her. Sometimes, you see, she couldn't come home.
Okay.
But sometimes I see my sisters going out to meet this woman. You know, when dad is not around. You know, but I never knew she was my mom until later on.
Until age what?
I think 15 years.
When you met her for the first time, and then you got to know that this is your mom.
Yeah, I think so.
What was it like with that revelation and you getting to know? Were you angry that mom, you weren't there for us, you didn't come to us, or what was it like?
No, it wasn't too much of a surprise because I had seen her around a few times, you know. So and somehow I think a part of me knew that she was my mom.
Wow.
You know, a part of me knew, and I didn't know up to now. I don't really know exactly what happened that led to the separation.
You didn't ask questions?
My dad will tell you that it's not the most important thing. She's your mother. Just love her. You know, just love her and do what you can for her. You know, and I never really pushed. You know, my father used to say that there's certain things that it should be R.I.P. It should be left to rest in peace.
Really?
Whatever it was, I don't know.
Do you regret that? No? Oh.
I regret I didn't have much more time with her. You know, until I got really closer to her and we bonded 4 years before she died.
Oh.
You know, she came to Tema to live with my big sister. You know, bless her. She's an amazing woman. I mean, she's called Tina. She's an amazing woman. And she had diabetes, so she went through quite a bit. That's when we really got close.
Let's still, stay with primary education, being a Tema girl and, being out there. But it was so it's revealing to know and striking. Not an international school.
No.
And this is what, community 8, number one primary and middle school.
And middle school. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We used to wear the red belts. Yeah.
Tell us about back in the day. How was it like, being in such a school and turning out this way and doing it, because you want to say to people that, hey, it doesn't matter your background, you can make it, and you are a living example.
Exactly. Because it didn't used to be as bad as some of the public schools have turned out to be now.
Okay.
We used to have some very good teachers. We used to have national service personnel from the University of Cape Coast coming to teach us. They challenged us, and it didn't matter who you were and where you were coming from. It was all about academics. I remember there was a teacher who used to organize extra classes, and he passed on about 10 years ago, Mr. Pepra. And if you go to Mr. Pepra's classes, there was no way you were going to fail. He was that good.
Oh.
He was that good. He raised a lot of people, some of the great men and women who have come out of Tema. were all taught by Mr. Prepra.
Oh, God bless his soul.
God bless his soul, so you can't afford to. But it was fun walking from home to school, sometimes on, wearing tattered slippers.
Really? So it means that you didn't come from a family that could afford, little luxuries, if you permit.
No way. No
Really?
way. My dad, I'm a pension baby, for God's sake. And my father was a police officer.
Was it difficult? Maybe all you could do was to afford your school fees and that was it?
That was it.
Really?
That was, even at secondary school, that was it. All my dad could afford was, I tell people that I find myself very blessed because at least I had a father who was willing to do all he could to pay my school fees.
And that was
my
it.
father, at the age of 70-something, was selling insurance door to door so he could get money to pay my school fees. At a point, he became a security man. He became a watchman at Ever Ready
Batteries, company. Wow.
To get some money to pay my school fees. So he never messed with our education. If you go to school, he'll push you.
Wow. If
you go to school, I remember before he passed, I went to do my master's in London, and then I came for the Easter break. He had lost his sight and was going through some difficulties. So I was like, listen, I'm going to school, I'm going to finish. And you make sure you'd wait for me, But he passed away the day I was about to write my last paper.
I'm getting a different impression about you. They know your name, they don't know your story.
No, they don't know my story, where I'm coming from. It's been tough, but what I had was love. My father loved us so much, and he showed so much passion and understanding in that. My ultimate aim in life was 3 things. 1, to make my father proud. 2, to be able to take care of my father. And then 3, to be able to impact lives. That's all that matters.
And you've achieved that.
I pray so. At least my father was able to tell me that, Nana, I'm proud of you before he died. And that is a lot of satisfaction.
So tell my girl, then you moved to Cape Coast. Cape Coast is where you hail from, is that right?
No.
Where do you come from?
I come from Asempeni. It's the Republic of Asempeni.
That's in the central region, by the way.
I tell you, you from, it's near Mankesim. From the junction to the town itself, it's a whole story.
Asempeni.
I remember when my mom passed and we went there for the funeral. One of the then ministers, I think Honorable Jogate, looked around and said that, Gifty, you have to thank your father. By now you will be farming,
But God has been good.
Yeah, God has been good.
Life in Infantimanios. South Pond.
Yeah.
How was it like? Which year did you enter Form 1?
I entered Form 1 in 84.
84?
Yes.
Tell us about, Infantiman back then.
Infantiman was fun. Infantiman, we called a man's site. Yeah. Because we're not your typical girly or the societal perception of what girls are supposed to be. We were ourselves. I remember, we used to have mock parliament and all that. We actually staged a coup to overthrow the party that won. We locked them in the dining hall and we took over. It was that crazy, But it was very, very liberating. It was very challenging. Education-wise, you can't afford to, go there and not make it. So it was fun. I was entertainment prefect.
Oh, you were?
Yes, I was entertainment prefect when I went to set form. And it was fun. It was all good.
Memorable times at man sites. And get to tell us some of your mates.
Well, I pray they don't call.
They will, I bet you.
Especially there's one called Hannatu, Haja Hannatu. Please, if you are listening, don't call.
I know Haja Hannatu as well.
You know Haja Hannatu.
From Gimpa and all of that. She used to, yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right. Tell us about man side.
We had very good friends. I remember days when we go to dining hall, and I had a favorite prayer. The day that we are eating red, that's when I'll let them.
You can walk us through that prayer. What was it? What was the prayer, Gifty?
Oh, sympathetic Father, sympathize us with thy sympathetic sympathy. Amen.
And that was what? The red prayer?
Yes.
Why that? Was there any special thing about it?
Well, red was our favorite. And then there was another one, cassava.
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 You see, eat
manchi.
cassava.
Oh
Really?
yeah. I mean, there's this special cassava. It's like, in fact, it's sweeter than yam.
Oh.
It's sweeter than puna, and then kontomire for it.
What we call palava sauce.
I tell
Don't
you,
mind them. It's kontomire for it.
You know, it was crazy, and that one you have to recite Psalm 23, and
Really?
everybody go, oh.
We're waiting for the food. Interesting times at man's sides. Were you into sports?
I was part of Dede event.
Mm.
I was a leader of Dede event.
The Jama group?
Jama group, always there. You know, it's only when we have to go to town to go and get some kinky from Salt Pond. Then I'll be part of the, the athlete, the jogging, But I was always last and always drawing them back, and they'll be so upset. Gifty, hurry up. Gifty, what are you doing? And I have to, and I knew all the, right kinky sports because my mother was at Mankasim, so
Okay.
I have cousins and all that, so they could show me. So they couldn't afford to do without me.
Interesting.
So they had to go with me.
So man's side 1 to what? Upper
Upper
6?
six, yeah.
Wow, all
Yeah,
through and through.
Through and through.
Well,
7 years of hard labor.
7 years.
That's how we call it.
We're going to talk about the school, but tell me, man's side, your guys are
At Disado.
at the Saddle College.
At Disco.
So which year did you grab?
Santa Muga.
Yes, which year did you
Let me
grab?
think. Actually, I don't think I ever dated anybody.
You didn't? 1 to
No.
upper 6? You're kidding me?
No, I tell you.
Somebody will call. Oh.
I tell you.
So who was that
me.
boy?
Trust me, I did it. I was too busy dancing for school or modeling for school. Or
A
doing
whole
something
entertainment prefect?
Oh, I mean, before entertainment prefect. I had to be hard small.
You're
I had to
flexing
be
the guys.
Yeah, actually, the first one was from Akraka.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
My
the
first
whole of
from
Cape Coast.
Akraka.
Your first boyfriend was
Yeah.
from a cracker. You remember his lines? What did he say to you?
Ronnie, what did he do? He actually.
His name is Ronnie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ronnie Bonestone Sticks.
And what?
And
That was your first
He
boyfriend.
was, reggae guy.
Which
He
form?
loved reggae.
Which form were you in?
I think it was in Form 4.
Form 4.
Form 4 going to Form 5.
Okay.
Yeah, he loved reggae, and we had plans. He would sing reggae, and then I would dance and back in.
He's still around?
He's somewhere in the world. I don't know exactly where he is.
Interesting. So life at a man's side, interesting. But then, please, those of you who are calling, it's not time yet. You want to really talk to you. But then we'll activate the phone lines in about 15 minutes from now. Right here, I guess it's Gifty Auntie, and I love your hometown, Asempeni.
Asempeni.
You still go there?
Yes.
When was the last time you visited?
2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Went
Okay.
2 years ago, and I'm supposed to go before the year ends.
Okay.
I need to go to my mom's grave.
Okay. Well, so tell me, you had to abort the dream to enter Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and
I didn't have
Technology.
to. I didn't get.
You didn't get
aborted.
it? Oh,
didn't
really?
get
I thought you had admission and then
No,
you just had to. You didn't get it?
I didn't get.
Wow. How did you take that news?
It was bad. It was really
Brilliant,
it hit me-
sharp lady.
it hit
You
me
knew that you were going to
so-
get in there from man side to tech.
It hit me so bad.
Your grades were bad?
Actually, my grades weren't bad, but somehow I wanted to do land economy,
Okay.
and the stakes were quite high,
Highly competitive.
highly competitive. And to tell you, I knew some people who had lesser grade than I did, but were able to go in there. But there was Mr. S.C. Che, auntie's daughter. Even being there was the money to go to Kumasi was even a problem. How much more to go and pay some monies here and there? It hit me so bad because
How did you take that?
actually I got sick when I came back. I was admitted at a hospital.
Really?
Yeah. It was that bad, It was that bad. It really hit me so bad, In fact, Doreen, I grew up with Doreen and Doreen.
Dorinando, okay.
Yeah, and I call her room, she calls me room, because we said, oh, we're going to be in one room, we're going to share a room.
A tech. Okay. Okay.
So, we still, one day we'll share a room somewhere.
But she was in Holy Child, you were in Master, but you were in the same
in the same room.
okay.
Went to vacation classes together, we're all friends.
Okay.
We had common friends and all that, yeah. So it was so bad. It was so bad that I remember one of the days my dad came to see me at the hospital and said, Dad, don't worry, when I grow up, I'll marry a man who's a doctor? And then I'll call myself Dr. Mrs. And that was the first time my dad shed tears, and he said to me, no, don't give up. You will be a doctor yourself one day.
Don't give up.
Don't give
You'll
up. Because
be a
then
doctor.
he felt that, I felt so shattered that I thought that was it.
But certainly you didn't give up.
No.
How to put yourself together?
I had to put myself together. My big brother, Victor Auntie, advised me to go to GIJ, go and do PR. I go to GIJ, try to do PR, and they tell me that, listen, we think that you will be good for journalism. I nearly killed them because...
So you stuck to journalism? No, any regrets?
No. No regret whatsoever. Whatsoever.
God fashioned everything out for you.
Journalism found me, and I fell in love with it. I just love it.
You hold a master's degree in international journalism from the City University in London. Is that right?
Yes.
And of course, you've been out there at SABC, that's in South Africa. You've been with the Commonwealth Broadcasting Association. Great stuff that you're doing. And that's why we're celebrating you this evening. We'll be activating the phone lines in about 10 minutes from now. My guest is celebrated media personality, Gifty Auntie, producer, presenter of Standpoint, right here on Joy 99.7 FM. It is Personality Profile. Let's get personal and so tell me, how do you relax with your busy schedule and all of that?
That's a question. I sleep.
You sleep?
I hardly get time to sleep.
You're not a party type, you don't go out?
No, I'm not a very outgoing person. Okay. But every now and then, if it's a good party, I know the people involved, then I don't like going places where I have to go and pose and be, that person. I like to go to places where I can, let loose and be myself.
And be yourself.
Yeah, and be myself. So,
your favorite hangout spots, any?
All the nice restaurants in town.
Okay.
I like it. My hobby is to try every restaurant that opens, whether it's at a hotel or, it's just a restaurant. I just have to go there and sample something.
Any romantic moments you want to share with our cherished listeners? Any that comes to mind? Yes, Gifty. Yeah. Which one?
Well, I've had some very good romantic moments.
Yes. Where?
Having my guy cook for me. Cook for me and serve me and all that.
Breakfast in bed or lunch in bed? Really?
Breakfast in bed.
How was it like? Great?
It was good.
It was good. You love that?
Good. I love that.
What else?
Oh, well, we going for walks sometimes.
Hand in hand.
Hand in hand.
You have a guy in your life?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes.
You're dating?
Yes, I am.
Wedding bells ringing?
I don't know.
As a woman in the media industry, and you have people, coming to you and say, Gifty, aren't you getting old? Is somebody in your life? Do you get these questions often?
Yes, I do. All the time.
How do you take them, and what do you say to them?
Well, I tell them that maybe if I had married the time they expected me to marry, or society thinks I should have gotten married, I'd have been divorced by now. Because I'm my very own woman. I'm very independent. I actually feel sorry for my man because, I'm not very easy to live with. Listen, I was raised to believe in myself, to understand that I can make it with or without a man. I have a vision, and the vision I'm pursuing with all the passion in me. I cannot let anybody who does not share this vision come into my life.
You come across as somebody who is sweet and all of that, right? Is that not the other side driving the men, or whether you're too independent?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't drive them away. They come all.
You think they're not bold enough to step?
They are. They actually bold. They come all the time. But they come they come. I see through them. Say, listen, you don't fit in. You can't fit in, because some people think that, once I marry her, I'm okay. She was cool down. She was said. In fact, my partner actually said that if I knew you were that A-lister, I wouldn't have gone out with you.
Really?
In the first place.
How are you coping?
It should be, how is he coping?
Wow.
Because I'm very purpose driven. My passion is women and children, young people especially. You can't have me tell me that, okay, I want to spend the night with you, so put off your phone, and you can't have it. Well, you know, something happened about 5 years ago
Tell
when
us.
we started a standpoint that I told myself I won't let it ever happen again. I used to have this young friend at one of the girls' schools here in Accra. I never got to meet her. And she'll call me, oh, Auntie Gifty, she'll boss and we'll laugh and all that. And then they got to a time where she was insisting, Auntie Gifty, please, I need to see Auntie Gifty, you have to come and see me, Auntie Gifty. You know, so sometimes I never made time. Then one day I went to Central Region and then driving back, something hit me and I called her phone. As soon as the phone rang, somebody picked it and said, Gifty Auntie, oh, you are too late. I was like, how do you mean? He said, listen, your friend is gone. I said, God, where? She's dead. I'm like, what happened? He said, well, and as it turned out, this girl somehow got pregnant. And I think friends advised her to abort and use some concoctions. And she died from it. And I asked myself, for years I beat myself, could it be she needed my advice? Could it be that she wanted me? So I told myself,
let's be there for others.
It won't happen again. Young people call me sometimes in the middle of the night and tell me, Auntie Gifty, I feel like killing myself. And I need to talk to them till about 2 a.m., 4 a.m. There's not every man who can handle that.
Yeah.
So whoever thinks he can marry me needs to
Should
prove
deal with that.
he can deal with that. Because I say that my ultimate
Is that your biggest regret in life?
it is my biggest regret. I never got to meet her. I will never know exactly what she wanted to talk to me about. It's my biggest regret in life.
What's the worst rumor you've heard about?
Worst, many.
Many? Like what? Share some with us. I'll ask you one though, but you...
The famous presidential guy.
Is it true?
With a baby. No, it's not.
It's not?
It's not.
Did you ever date?
No.
Let's settle here once and for all.
No, never.
What is it that you
I've
had?
been close to the family. I've been close to him. He treats me like his friend, his daughter.
And him is former president.
Yeah.
Kufuor.
You know, and up to today, I can go to the house. His wife is like a mother. There hasn't been...
People say you have issues with the wife and then...
Oh, that's what I was coming to. In fact, Mom, if you are listening, it's been a long time since, my birthday is coming again. For years, until 2000, on my 40th birthday, in 2010, I invited some orphans from Village of Hope to come to Afrikiko to have a party with them. Then I was there, and then this car drives in, and then a policeman comes and said, hey, your mother's looking for you. I was like, who? I said, oh, former first lady. I went there, and there was Auntie Theresa. She said,
what a surprise.
Who office? No, what's the day your party? Where I invite him to Maba.
Oh.
I went to your office to bring you your birthday present, and I was told that you are having a party here, so I've come. And she cut the cake with the children, and they were so excited. That is how much that woman has shown me love.
Gifty, when you hear some of these things, and of course for celebrities, people in the limelight, how do you handle some of these issues?
In 2005, that was when I had my break. Like, listen, no matter what anybody says, I'm going to go on with my life. I was working with Kwame Sefakai. My dad had died, and I had come home to bury him. I was working with Kwame when a call came in. So all I heard was Kwame saying, you people, what you said from this girl, hold on. And then he gave the phone to me. So I thought that it was one of his friends who said he was interested in me or something. So I told the person, like, hello. The person said, who is this? I said, Gifty Auntie. And then the person had the line. So I was like, Kwame, what's up? He said, the person say, he see you for Primrose Hill in London right now. You the push from where baby day inside where. I was like, hey. So that's when I decided, listen, people will try to bring you down, concoct stories about you, say all sorts of things. But if you allow yourself, they will take it from you.
A lot of messages. Mary Afajinu says, God bless you, Madam Bolare. Thanks so much for celebrating Gifty. She inspires us. I'm so proud of you. And that's from Mary Afajinu. Phyllis Bachman gift. And a lot of the women, it's interesting. A lot of women right here on our message board. May God bless you. You're a wonderful person. God bless you too, Bolare. Well, thank you. Bright Martha says, I'm so proud of her, Bola. This woman has been working from GTV a long time ago when I was a kid. During the time was black and white television. It was not common. Color television was not common. She's always looking young and beautiful. What's the secret? Imano Bueno says, Bola, I love Gifty. Is she attached? Oh yeah, she just said that. Yes, there's somebody in her life. She's really doing well. Keep it up, Gifty Auntie. And that's from Maxwell Maji Nagai. Nanama Anani Owusu says, Bola, tell her she's been my mentor. I love to meet your guest. And that's from Nana Ama Anani Owusu. Mustafa Mohammed says that what a wonderful woman. Your program is really great and you get more awards. Okay, thank you, Mohammed. And Joshua Salam Walker says she's so fantastic. I wish I'll meet her one of these days. How can I get in touch with her? Okay, Gifty will put that one out. It's here on Joy 99.7. So tell us, what's your most annoying habit? Yes, Gifty.
Most annoying habit.
Yes.
Taking my work home.
Okay.
And by taking my work home, my emotions home. I do a program. People come, they talk, they share their experiences, or sometimes they just come and see me one-on-one. I become so emotionally derailed and emotionally attached. I get home and I'm all moody, and my goddaughter and then my niece and then my house help, and then you don't go near her today. You don't go near. And then
so you know within yourself that this is
yes,
okay,
I'm
but
taking,
you can.
yes. Sometimes you can do anything.
Malcolm Fajino with Stambek, and Malcolm says that say kudos to Gifty, amazing and inspiring. Do you know anybody by name, a gentleman by name Nana Sakwa?
Yes, I do.
Who is he?
I know Nana Sakwa.
Who is he?
Nana Sakwa. He's the chief of Akwemu Edumasa and the host of PM Express.
Is that your fiance?
Nana
Asakwa.
Really?
I'm asking you a question.
I know he's the host of PM Express.
Yes. No.
My life is so much out that
is Nana Asakwa the man that you will be getting married to soon?
Really?
Is he?
I don't know about that.
I got you there. Okay, this one says, Gifty surprised me when I first met her. I always suspected she's a bit intimidating, but tell you what, Bola, she's warm and a friendly woman, a true African woman of worth. We love you, Gifty Auntie. And Ivan Kwashiga says, great interview as always, Bola. Always. Kudos to Gifty, long time. That's from Ivan Kwashiga.
That's my boss, way back.
Way back, okay. And this one says, she likes fufu with rare and quine. Ask her, Bola. Is that true?
That's true. And kokonte.
Oh, kokonte.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Okay, we're activating the phone lines here. It's a wonderful evening. It's only on Joy 99.7 FM. And it's unbelievable. 101 messages for you. Roger Smalling says, Akuya, I'll marry your daughter, please, if you're taking. Akuya Ewia says, I'm so proud of you. Joy FM, you rock. And Sheikh Bagaya of TV3 says that, I love Gifty Auntie Bola. Oh, isn't that great? Sheikh, thank you very much. So it's 0302-216-541. What kind of music do you enjoy listening to? Tell us. Share that with us.
I love country. I love Shania Twain.
Okay.
To be specific. And I love my GH girls. I love Efia.
Efia.
They bring out the best in me.
You love Best in Me from Efia?
Efia. I love Becca's African Woman. I love Kaki.
Okay.
And of course, I love my boys from Tema.
R2B, Sarkodie, and all of them.
All of D.
Tema,
Nana Boro.
Okay.
All of them.
Here's a Efia with Best in Me. And you're giving us just that here on Joy. This is Personality Profile. My name is Bola Ray. Hanging out with Gifty Auntie. Right here on JOY.
When the morning sun sweeps across my room as I waken from another dream of you.
What's your name, please? Mike from Abeka La Paz. You want to? Good evening, Mike. Talk to Gifty, please.
Hi, yeah.
Wow.
God bless you too. Amen. Yeah,
Thank you very much, Mike. And yeah, on Joy 99.7 FM. And this one says she's very kind Pathetic as well. A lady tells me how she paid her kids' fees on many occasions, and that's from Kwame So. And he says, God bless you, Gifty. Keep on keeping on. My love to Gifty, and that's from Billy Ocean to you. And who's on the line? Who's our next caller? Hello and good evening. You're on Joy FM. Hello? Yes, is that Kwashi? Good evening. Gifty is here, please. Go ahead.
Hi. Okay, hi, Kwashi. Oh, okay. Oh, Mr. Kwashi, yes. Yes, Mr. Kwashi. Yeah. I'm fine, thank you, Mr. Kwashi. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Mr. Kwashi, thank you very much. And that will bring us to your program, Standpoints.
Right.
The whole idea and how it's doing.
Yeah.
And tomorrow is what?
The 250th edition. Of
Congrats,
the
girl.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Tell us
Thank
about
you. Thank you.
Standpoint.
Well, Standpoint started, with the passion in me that, we need to give women a voice to, I started with the newspaper review and everything.
Okay.
And then we're being called all sorts of names because we sounded very political and all that. But when we started Standpoint, I realized that, listen, the underlying factors are more than what is showing at the tip. So we need to go down to the real issues that are affecting women, why they are not taking up positions of authority and why they are shying away from it. So we need to handle some of these things, build confidence, let them come to their own, support what my senior sisters in the industry are already doing, You've had people who are doing amazing work behind the scenes. I tell people that it's because mine is on TV, that's why people see it. But listen, there's the Professor Techua Mainos, Mrs. Ekia Brechum, Angela Dramina Abuaje, Dr. Rose Kuting. I mean, so many of them, Mrs. Sapalu. These people, support me so
And
much.
you are
behind
doing
the
so
scenes.
well. We have a caller. We'll come back. Raymond is on the line for Microphone. Hello, Raymond. Good evening. Very well, thank you. And you're on air, please. Go ahead.
Good evening, Reverend. You see, I caught you. Thank you. Amen. God bless you too. Yeah. Yeah. We thank God. Yeah. Thank
That's
you very
right.
much.
You're hearing that for the first time. There's somebody in there, Reverend. Thank you very much. And you've done so well. You're touching lives, Gifty. Programs, I watched one that you did on breast cancer, pregnancy did not stop me. I remember one also, life with an autistic child. And how you bring out the issues, understanding the pregnant woman, what we need to know and all of that. There was one with a life without a biological child. And you dealt with it.
Yeah.
What's the inspiration? Before that, I have Eddie on the line. Hello, Eddie. Good evening. Good evening, Eddie. You're on Joy FM. Let's say you, please. Certainly you will. And he's hoping to meet up with you. What's your greatest fear in life?
That I will not make it to heaven.
Really?
Because I really want to go to heaven, because I have few questions to ask God, to ask him face to face.
Head to heaven, no problem. You'll be there. Okay. But you know what, as we wrap it all up, we'd like to say thank you very much for honoring our invitation. Back to the youth, what do you want to say to the youth listening to you, Gifty, as we wrap it all up?
Well, never give up. Keep believing in yourself. Life is not easy. You make mistakes, you have failures, but you never, ever give up.
You never, ever give up. Invite us to the wedding, we'll be there. When is it? Next day, 2014 or 2015? When?
Really? When I find the right man.
When you find the right man.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You said that the race is not always for the swift, but to those who keep on running. Thank you very much for listening to us, my guest. Oh, Gifty Auntie. revealed right here on Joy 99.7 FM. And I hear you're a big fan of Asante Kotoko. Is that right?
Yes.
I hope you have 101 reasons why you support the club, right? Thank you all. My name is Kwabena Anochia DC Bola Ray. Big thank you to Philip 9, to Adam 19, my producers, and to Philip, our technician on duty. The news at 8 is up.